Hi everyone, and welcome back to 80 Passione. Finally, after almost 2.5 months, we are waiting for the first Grand Slam of the year to start on Monday, 8th of February. I'm talking to you, it's very early here in the UK, and just a few hours ago, they released the men's and women's draws. So I thought it was very important to review and comment on just what happened in Melbourne. I'm very glad, as you can see, I didn't go anywhere. I just was so impatient and waiting for the tennis to be back. And it's very important. I don't know if you like this new setting. I would like to create something like that more or less every day at the end of each basically all the matches that they're going to play over the day. But let's start first of all with the men's draws. For sure, for the defending champion Novak Djokovic, who I think was supposed to play today his match against Alexander Zverev for the ATP Cup. I don't know if you are aware, but the draw was postponed of 24 hours for the situation that it happened in Melbourne. One person of the staff, one of the most important hotels were basically keeping the players, was found positive. So everything in Melbourne was suspended for 24 hours. Now, I don't know how the organizers are going to be able to finish this tournament and to start on Monday. But the president of Tennis Australia confirmed that everything will happen as scheduled. We will see. So like I was saying, Novak Djokovic, of course, being the defending champion and number one in the world, is on the top half of the draw. And if we go more in detail and we look at his path to the final, I believe it would be, I think his 8th or 9th final. Probably you should help me in the comments. Anyway, as you can see, he's going to play his first round against the French player Chardy. A second round potentially against, I wrote Tiafoe, but it can be even the Italian Travaglia. Third round against an American, either Opelka, the tall giant with a big serve, or Fritz. In the last 16, either Standeman Wawrinka or Milos Raonic. Quarter-final against Alexander Zverev, and semi-final potentially against Dominic Thiem. So for sure, this is the favorite Grand Slam for Novak Djokovic. It's the only place where he won all the finals that he played, at the Rod Laver Arena. It seems that, he feels like if he was born on this court, he can find, additional power, but for sure, it's not an easy path. And at the same time, Dominic Thiem, as you can see, is on the same, basically, top half of the draw. And as well, there is a potential Dominic Thiem versus Nick Kyrgios on the third round. Is something very interesting. But now, just switching very quickly to the bottom draw of, the bottom half of the draw. Let's look at what is going to be for potentially Rafael Nadal's path to the final. Here we start with a Serbian player, his first round, as you can see, Dejer. Second round potentially against Troicki, another Serbian player. Third round against the British Evans, so not very easy. Is a player that I think on a hard court is playing quite well. after last 16, it could be either against the home player, Australian player, Alex de Minaur, or Fabio Fognini. Quarterfinal, either Tsitsipas or Berrettini, and the semi-final, a Russian semi-final, either against Daniil Medvedev, that he just beat him in the last official match that he played last season in the semi-final of the ATP finals, or Rublev. But first of all the concern is around the fitness of Rafael Nadal, because as you know, he had to pull out from his opening match at the ATP Cup. If just I take basically his interview, his words, when he mentioned that he had, a little problem with his back. So he said, I'm not in a terrible shape, but I'm not well enough to play. At the end of one of the practice sessions, I felt he was getting stiff on my back, and I'm having a daily treatment and trust that things will improve in the next few days. At the same time, when journalists were asking Rafa about his hope to eventually win his 21st Grand Slam and overtake his friend / rival Roger Federer, he just said, I think I'm a bit better now, but I'm not ready yet, to play a match at the highest intensity, because I'm not my 100%. We need to see how things will evolve. And also he said basically that it's not his obsession, it's never been his obsession to win a Grand Slam. So for sure, I have to say that here in Australia, Rafa produced incredible matches, but at the same time, in terms of luck, in terms of credit with the gods of tennis, he won only in 2009 against that incredible final in 5 sets with Roger Federer, but he lost 4 finals. One of them against Stan Wawrinka, one in 2017 against Roger Federer, and 2 against Novak Djokovic, the incredible one, the marathon in 2012, and the one that was played just in 2019. So we are all concerned about his fitness. Let's see. And also, according to the draw, if Rafa is ready to play, he will start on Monday, because on Monday they will start from the bottom half of the draw. But now let's look at some potential last 16 for the men. So Djokovic versus Raonic or Stan Wawrinka, Monfils versus Alexander Zverev, Dominic Thiem versus Carreno Busta / Nick Kyrgios, Shapovalov versus Diego Schwartzman. This is for the top half of the draw. For the bottom half, instead, Rublev against Bautista Agut, so quite interesting match. Goffin versus Daniil Medvedev, and Tsitsipas versus Berrettini, and as I mentioned earlier, De Minaur or Fabio Fognini versus Rafael Nadal. So let's see what is going to happen. I'm very thrilled, I'm very excited. But now let's switch to women's draws, because at the same time we saw something very interesting, and we are going to expect some incredible matches. For sure, I have to say that Naomi Osaka, as you can see, got a very, very tough draw. Pavlyuchenko in the first round, potentially Muguruza in the last 16, and Bianca Andreescu in the quarter final. Bianca Andreescu is one of those players, at least, some of them who were kept in basically quarantined for 2 weeks, so they couldn't even train during that period. And it's as also Victoria Azarenka, Belinda Bencic, and Maria Sakkari, who couldn't basically train during this period. And now let's remember, the defending champion who won last year is Kenin. And if we look a little bit at the potential last 16 for the women, I can definitely say that there are very, very interesting matches, because we have Barty, the home player, the Australian player, versus Martic, Bencic versus Karolina Pliskova, Kenin, the defending champion, versus the British player Konta, who I think is going to be quite tough, because I think she's quite good on hard court. Vicky Azarenka versus Svitolina or Svitolina, another good one. But here, Bianca Andreescu, I really like Bianca versus Petra Kvitova, another player that is in my heart, I particularly like. But look at this, Muguruza, as mentioned earlier, versus Naomi Osaka. Sabalenka versus Serena Williams. Serena Williams, who I believe won 7 titles here in Melbourne. Let's see if she's going to be able to finally pass the record of Grand Slam won. It seems that, this number is quite cursed for her. She went so close several times. And last but not least, another player that I really, really, really like, Iga Swiatek, I hope I pronounce her surname correctly, versus Simona Halep in a rematch, I think, of the last 16. They were just played at the Roland Garros last October. So, as you can see, we have an incredible 2 weeks ahead of us. I really hope that everything, fingers crossed, we'll be able to go ahead. I can't wait. I'm gonna try, to produce a video like this. I'm trying to invite, some guests to make comments live, involving even you from home, with a live chat every day. Something like 30 minutes maximum, to comment, on the matches that were played during the day. Probably can be, good evening, Melbourne. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'm very thrilled. The Eurosport player is ready in my house. I really want to watch. I miss so much tennis that now I'm going to try to watch as many matches as possible. Also, in the second week of the tournament, I'm going to be off at work. So as you can imagine, I'm going to have plenty of time, regardless if there is basically a jet lag and a time zone difference. That's all for today. Leave your comments, leave your predictions, subscribe to this channel and share this video with whoever is in love with tennis and with good sense of humor. It's very important. Like I usually say, the more we are, the better it is. That's all for today. See you soon on Monday for the first day, the opening matches at the Australian Open 2021. That's all for today. Ciao!